Pokemon XY, one of the best written anime Pokemon series there are. We have amazing battle animations, great characters, not you, and amazing story parts. Usually. What XY does well is the finale, but let's be real, just about every Pokemon series had a fantastic final episode. Heck, maybe even ranking them would make for a great video. In today's video though, I want to take a look at XY's final episode, Till We Compete Again. Talk about the certain moment that still has fans clamoring to this day, and talk about how it kind of changed Pokemon forever. This episode starts with Pikachu having his face on the screen, which looks just like me when I'm reheating my 3-day-old meal prep ready for dinner. Ash, Serena, Clemont, and Bonnie are having a video call with Professor Oak and Dedenne catching up on what's been happening. Why does this machine that they're using to talk look like something straight out of the 1800s? Ash tells his mom that he's gonna be flying back soon, and his stepdad says that they can't wait to see him. We can see that Bonnie's feeling a little bit sad, probably not wanting her adventure to come to an end, and this is something that we've seen before with the likes of Piplup and Max. In Lumiose City, we have everyone eating food, but Bonnie is still visibly down playing with her soup. Serena notices and asks her if she's okay, and she just lies and brushes it off. Suddenly there's a ring at the door, and Alain, Sycamore, and Marin are there to greet everyone. Sycamore came to say what's up before everyone is going their separate ways. Meanwhile, Team Rocket tells a story of how they defeated the evil Team Flare and Zygarde by fighting evil with evil in the presentation to Giovanni. Giovanni does something he rarely does and calls them by name and congratulates them on a job well done and commands them to come back to base. So now Team Rocket has their exposition to go back to Kanto. Back to our main characters, Alain tells Ash that he has decided to work alongside Sycamore and Marin to go on a complete change in character. They're gonna research the Mega Stone energy, and Ash notices that Alain doesn't have his Mega Ring anymore. Alain says that he handed it over to the authorities to use as evidence against Lysander, which I just don't see how that helps them, but hey, he wants to find his own keystone, and I respect that. Hell, I can even say I'm sure we'll see him have one later, and give us one amazing battle against the strongest trainer in the world. Well, at least one of those two things is true. Alain then says that in the future, they should have another battle, to which Ash agrees, and I'm sure neither of these two plan to break their promise, right? Right? The two shake hands and a bond is formed. Perhaps a bond phenomenon? Clemont and Marin's chestpins bid farewell, with Clemont crying like a torkoal. Marin and Serena share a special moment together, and Clemont and Bonnie are just kinda standing there. Soon everyone arrives at the airport, and the announcement says that Dragonite Airlines K91 flight to Kanto is now boarding, and also the Latias Airlines flight H71 to Hoenn is also beginning boarding soon. Ash says that they should see Serena off first because he's such a gentleman, and Bonnie is still down in the dumps. The Team Rocket trio are rushing to make their flight when they drop two souvenirs, a Lunatone and Solrock keychain, which is a direct reference to the upcoming Sun and Moon anime, and okay Anipoke, I see you, that's low-key tough. Serena is saying goodbye to everyone, and Crybaby Chespin is at it again, but this time his buddy Pancham has found him a leaf, and they can be buddies for life. Sylveon says goodbye to Chad Bunnelby, and as Halucha and Noivern are crying, Braixen goes over to cheer him up. It was very cute seeing all of the Pokemon wishing each other goodbye, and I don't know why Bonnie's face does not match her feelings to me. She looks like me listening in on a class lecture that I did not care about. Bonnie tells Dedenne that he should say goodbye, and man, the instrumental version of Relic song playing in the background just hits right in the feels. Dedenne can't handle the emotion anymore and just jumps off of Bonnie's arms and rushes out. This random NPC got a voice line here, and man, I wish that was me.
Whoa!
Oh, look at the Who's That Pokemon for this episode.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
Dedenne rushes away and hides from everyone, while everyone is in hot pursuit of him. Ash asks Pikachu for some help, and he uses the force, his electricity, to scout for Dedenne, and like, has this ever been done before or since? Dedenne clearly peeks out to look at them, and you're gonna tell me they couldn't see him? They need to get their eyes checked, honestly. Meanwhile, Serena's flight has now begun boarding, so they need to hurry it up. Pikachu finds Dedenne, and Bonnie begs him to come out. He goes on an emotional spiel about how he doesn't want to say goodbye to everyone, and clearly his trainer's emotions reach him too. Bonnie lets out the pent-up emotion that she was feeling out. Bonnie also feels sad, but she needs to be strong and that everyone around has dreams of their own. She goes on to say how when she's older, she'll become a Pokemon trainer, and I love that for her character. I truly wish that we got to see her in the future as a Pokemon trainer. I can't believe that as of yet in Pokemon ZA, there was just one small mention of Bonnie and she didn't return as an older character. That was the perfect opportunity. I truly hope that comment ages poorly. Bonnie says that she'll become an excellent performer like Serena, get a gym badge from her brother, and they'll defeat Ash and Pikachu and become #1 in Kalos. She doesn't want anyone else but Dedenne to be her partner and asks him to take part in her dream with her. He jumps into her arms, and they reconcile, and it's such a heartwarming moment with everyone making up. Ash, Serena, and Clemont all go in and cheer up Bonnie and Dedenne, and it truly shows the bond that these four have made throughout their Kalos adventure. Honestly, they're a very solid traveling group. I can't say underrated because I'm pretty sure everyone rates them highly, but it's for a damn good reason. Soon Serena's flight is ready for takeoff and she has no more time. They step in front of an escalator and it's about to happen. Serena thanks everyone for all of their memories and experiences they got to have together, and Bonnie and Clemont thank her back. She then tells Ash that she was very glad to have traveled with him. Bonnie and Clemont look at each other because they know exactly what's about to happen. She says to Ash, "You're the kind of person I want to be," but it should have been more like, "You're the kind of person I want to be with." She then winks at him and says next time they meet, you're gonna like the person I've grown into, and Ash literally just says, "Awesome." Ash is a cold-blooded killer. She bids them farewell, turns around, and heads down the elevator. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and tells Ash there's just one more thing. She runs up the stairs and kisses them. Yep, they don't show the kiss for some reason. Actually, good thing that they didn't. I can only imagine the amount of insane things the internet would have made on top of what already exists. Well, you know they kissed because look at everyone's reaction. But actually that was SA because he didn't consent. I kid. It was a genuinely special moment for them and Ash clearly liked it. And man, I'm not an Amore shipper, but this moment was cute AF. Her flight takes off and she's off to the Hoenn region to make a name for herself. Next, it's time for Ash to take a flight, but for now we're left with our original Kalos trio. So in a perfect callback to their first meeting, Clemont challenges Ash to a 1v1 battle with Pikachu going up against his Bunnelby. Their battle was completely evenly matched, and it really highlights how amazing the battle choreography was throughout the XY series. I love how even Pikachu and Bunnelby were, and you can see both Clemont and Ash giving it their all too. We then fade to Ash's flight taking off, and Clemont and Bonnie watching from the top looking at the horizon. Was this a Pokemon Horizons reference? Serena arrives in Hoenn, and fun fact, the airport shown is almost identical to the Kansai International Airport located in Osaka, Japan. Serena is ready to take the Hoenn region by storm and make a name for herself as we get a montage of a few moments from her journey in XY. As is custom for characters about to take a new step forward, there are cherry blossoms that happen to be blowing on her face. We then see Clemont and Bonnie working on an invention together, and then we get this montage of moments from the series, followed by Bonnie's as well. Nothing changes as Clemont's invention fails and blows up in his, Bonnie's, and Clembot's faces. Now for my favorite part of any anime ever, it's seeing how the other characters are doing in modern times. Like seriously, I love this anime and show trope, is it just me? We see Sycamore having a youngster in front of him choosing his starter Pokemon. No, it's not a first partner Pokemon, I'm never gonna call it that. He gets a video call from Alain and Marin, who found some Megastone energy in some cave that they're in. At the ruins of Lysander Labs, Sawyer is seen assisting Steven Stone. Both Sawyer and Alain were fantastic rivals to Ash, and seeing them both feel so satisfied completing their dreams is really nice. We see the Kalos trio rivals still traveling together, we catch up on Ash's Gudra doing his thing in the wetlands that he's from, and Greninja still working on his lawn mowing business with Z2 and Squishy. Finally, we cut to Ash on his plane looking out the window as we get a nice flashback sequence to his moments in the XY anime too. And the episode ends there. Just kidding, there's like 2 minutes credit sequence, but there's content after that. It's nightfall and Ash has finally arrived in Pallet Town. Ash reaches home, and while he's opening the door, the camera is focused on some flowers. According to the director of this episode, Tatsuo Yajima, these flowers are called Baby's Breath, and they're meant to symbolize innocence and purity of heart. The episode cuts with the camera panning to the sky, and the words, "and to our own way," written in golden cursive writing. This is a reference to the Pokemon XY games, but they usually end episodes with "next time, a new beginning." This episode was a 10 out of 10, and I don't think it needs much explanation, but let me yap about it for a bit. As per usual, the Pokemon Company does a great job of ending off each series, despite of what you may think of the series as a whole. We got a great variety of emotions in this one, from sad moments, heartwarming moments, and happy moments. Hell, they even threw in a battle in for good measure. I love when they do a montage of what the other characters are up to, and the only thing that could have made this ending better is if the future of these characters was properly shown in future seasons, but that's just a problem with the Pokemon anime as a whole. Despite setting place for the most part in just an airport setting, it felt very cozy being with all of the characters and Pokemon. I think this episode is a fantastic episode, but what do you think? Let's discuss this episode in the comments below. But for now, I've got to run to catch my Skarmory Airlines ride to Johto, so I'm out. Peace.